rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the bone to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm on a time glitch, a time miss, and therefore past and present. Yeah, really ain't shit, that's why I quantum leap to 12 deep. The meditation, deep sleep. I'm in a black hole in outer space. I'm breaking through the other side just to have a taste. I'm drifting along the outer rim, yes, a deep space. With my feeling loathing drugs in my suitcase. To the Jupiter moon, the Saturn saloon. I'm racing through the universe, yes, in sonic bloom. See me in the sky, just overpassing you. In a blink of an eye, I disappear, boom. Within the boom tomb, oh, I escape too. I call it flashpoint when I enter me tree. 1 time, 2 time, my nigga, let's fly. On this psychedelic cloud, ain't no coming down. Let those colors rum and let the wave come. My psychedelic fiends know where I'm coming from. We make it so appealing, your mind says have some. Feel the monkey awake, and time to have some fun. Get loose, let loose, then you can't lose. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the bone to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the bone to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm on a time glitch, a time miss, and therefore past and present. Yeah, really ain't shit, that's why I quantum leap to 12 deep. The meditation, deep sleep. I'm in a black hole in outer space. I'm breaking through the other side just to have a taste. I'm drifting along the outer rim, yes, a deep space. With my feeling loathing drugs in my suitcase. To the Jupiter moon, the Saturn saloon. I'm racing through the universe, yes, in sonic bloom. See me in the sky, just overpassing you. In a blink of an eye, I disappear, boom. Within the boom tomb, oh, I escape too. I call it flashpoint when I enter me tree. 1 time, 2 time, my nigga, let's fly. On this psychedelic cloud, ain't no coming down. Let those colors rum and let the wave come. My psychedelic fiends know where I'm coming from. We make it so appealing, your mind says have some. Feel the monkey awake, it's time to have some fun. Get loose, let loose, then you can't lose. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the bone to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the barn to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs, always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm on a time glitch, a time miss, and therefore past and present. Yeah, really ain't shit, that's why I quantum leap to 12 deep. The meditation, deep sleep. I'm in a black hole in outer space. I'm breaking through the other side just to have a taste. I'm drifting along the outer rim, yes, a deep space. With my fear and loathing drugs in my suitcase. To the Jupiter moon, the Saturn saloon. I'm racing through the universe, yes, in sonic bloom. See me in the sky, just overpassing you. In a blink of an eye, I disappear, boom. Within the boom tomb, oh, I escape too. I call it flashpoint when I enter me tree. 1 time, 2 time, my nigga, let's fly. On this psychedelic cloud, ain't no coming down. Let those colors rum and let the wave come. My psychedelic fiends know where I'm coming from. We make it so appealing, your mind says have some. Feel the monkey awake, and time to have some fun. Get loose, let loose, then you can't lose. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the barn to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs, always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the barn to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs, always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm on a time glitch, a time miss, and therefore past and present. Yeah, really ain't shit, that's why I quantum leap to 12 deep. The meditation, deep sleep. I'm in a black hole in outer space. I'm breaking through the other side just to have a taste. I'm drifting along the outer rim, yes, a deep space. With my fear and loathing drugs in my suitcase. To the Jupiter moon, the Saturn saloon. I'm racing through the universe, yes, in sonic bloom. See me in the sky, just overpassing you. In a blink of an eye, I disappear, boom. Within the boom tomb, oh, I escape too. I call it flashpoint when I enter me tree. 1 time, 2 time, my nigga, let's fly. On this psychedelic cloud, ain't no coming down. Let those colors rum and let the wave come. My psychedelic fiends know where I'm coming from. We make it so appealing, your mind says have some. Feel the monkey awake, and time to have some fun. Get loose, let loose, then you can't lose. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the barn to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs, always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping, cause I'm always taking off. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the barn to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. 2 tabs, always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Never Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping cause I'm always taking off. I'm on a time glitch, a time miss, and therefore past and present. Yeah, really ain't shit, that's why I quantum leap to 12 deep. The meditation deep sleep. I'm in a black hole in outer space. I'm breaking through the other side just to have a taste. I'm drifting along the outer rim, yes, a deep space. With my feeling loathing drugs in my suitcase. To the Jupiter moon, the Saturn saloon. I'm racing through the universe, yes, in sonic bloom. See me in the sky, just overpassing you. In a blink of an eye, I disappear, boom. Within the boom tomb, oh, I escape too. I call it flashpoint when I enter Dimitri. One time, two time, my nigga, let's fly. On this psychedelic cloud, ain't no coming down. Let those colors rum and let the wave come. My psychedelic fiends know where I'm coming from. We make it so appealing, your mind says have some. Feel the monkey awake, and time to have some fun. Get loose, let loose, then you can't lose. I'm a rebel god from the land of the dead. Grim Reaper playing COD with Bill and Ted. As I take hits from the meat tree, from the bone to the moon, never lose, no drug abuse. I stay elevated higher than you. Two tabs always tripping, yeah, I'm dazed and confused. Neville Flynn, the mastermind, the madman, the god. Never catch me slipping cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping cause I'm always taking off. Never catch me slipping cause I'm always taking off.
So, so I went in there and I said, "Look, bitch, I'm Rick James." You know what I'm saying?
What?
What's going on, guys? You already know it's your boy Nabu Flynn, Psychedelic Cowboy, the Psychedelic Abstract, the Prince of the Dark Abyss. You know what is going on. We're here for the Buy the Ticket, Take the Ride podcast. You know, week 2, we coming in, phase 2. Man, we had a great show last week. But before we get into the recap, let's go around the board and introduce ourselves. Renaissance, I'm going to let you go before you hand it off. Talk to me.
Yo. This is Renaissance, the Blessed One, back with you again. You know how it is. Another week gone, but we're here live like always. Every Tuesday, we live like always. But I got someone special to y'all that y'all probably never thought was going to be here, even though I mentioned them in every iteration of this podcast. But we have my second child, my heir to the throne. He doesn't have many nicknames, you know. He's Generation Z motherfuckers. You know, have no identities, even though they crave for identities. He goes by the given name I gave him because it was given to me. Jose. Hello.
Shouts out. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about right there. He was ready. We had a little pep talk.
Yeah.
So he was ready.
It took a lot to get him to say hello.
Bam. That's the mic drop. All right, and then you already know who we got on the boards. Tommy Kidd.
The man with the magic sticks. You know him. But don't worry, soon later on in this podcast, he will be jumping on that mic because we got a few things to discuss.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's just get in it because it's happening right now. Boom, playoffs, man. NBA playoffs. I know everybody has their favorites here. Me personally, I really just get all the banter from you guys. So, you know, me personally, I go for the Celtics anytime they're playing because it's my little brother's team, and, you know, that's our solidarity. So it's per chance that we're watching the Nets fucking putting it in on the Celtics at the moment. But let's get everybody's opinion around the board. NBA playoffs. Talk to me. Who's number one, and who are you gonna see get swept?
I don't think we're going to see anybody get swept.
Okay.
I think that sweeping is off the table for any of these playoff series. Some of the ones that you thought were going to be sweeps already got losses, like Denver, Portland, even though Damian Lillard is a savage.
Yeah.
Denver's strong points are Portland's weaknesses. You thought Jokic, who's probably the league's MVP for the season,
Okay.
he could dominate that whole roster, but didn't happen. Portland spanked them in the first game. So it's not guaranteed this year. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the pandemic. Maybe it's them playing without fans and then them adding. But these series, I think anyone's can be anyone.
It's anybody's game.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Do you feel that after the pandemic, these how the playoffs run, how do you like it now?
You're talking about the tone,
Yeah.
I think it's good. They adapted something similar to what baseball did a few years ago when they got 2 wild card positions.
Because now, instead of it just being the top 8 seeds and they just play, now they have the opportunity for the first 10 teams.
Yeah, so
The 9 and 10 can fight for the 8 seed,
yeah,
right?
So what happens is the only locked in seats are the 1 through 6. Those are guaranteed playoff spots.
Okay.
So what you're going to get is once the season's over, teams 7 and 8 are going to play. Whoever wins gets the 7th seed. Then you got 10 and 9 play. Whoever wins gets to face the 8 the other
Oh,
team
so
for
it's
the
like a
8th seed.
bracket up.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like it's a miniature black bracket to go into the bracket.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So to me, it adds a dynamic. Now it forces teams to want to fight because you know what? A team could have a terrible start to the season, then all of a sudden they start turning it up, get that 10th seed. Now they're dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like as a unit, as a sport, I think the more teams you have in, it builds for excitement, especially those underdogs that are like, man, we just made it, and they just those are where you get the major upsets. You know what I'm saying? Like, those teams that you don't think they'll beat you, but if they get in because of how rankings are, that's how I feel about college football. It should be expanded.
College football is one of those things.
It needs
but
to be expanded to an
basketball-
18, but that's a discussion for another time.
Basketball is a bit different in the sense that football is 16 games in the season. Well, now 17, if I remember correctly, right?
Well,
They added
not so
a
much,
game.
not so much professional, but college. That's really my cool. I mean, the NFL. I mean, we can add more teams just for the excitement of it. But where it's at right now, with them adding an extra game, we're good.
Nah, but see, to me, they should have added an extra playoff series. Because football is different in the sense that it's one game.
Yeah.
You keep going. Basketball, it's a series. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, it's a series. So
Yeah,
you don't
but-
want to add too many teams.
Yeah, that's just grueling,
Because
man.
then
Football.
you're
You
adding,
can't
like,
have a
2 more
fucking
weeks.
football series. That shit ain't going down. It's- you know what I'm saying?
But I know there was like when the pandemic had started and they were trying to figure out how to bring it back, and there was certain things that they were talking about. They were talking about like a winter tournament
Yeah.
that would take place in the middle of the season for just like draft selection and shit like that.
Yeah.
I still believe they should bring back some shit like that.
That's it's one of those things, man. What really goes, I feel like sometimes the rankings cannot really show the strength of the team because sometimes the team that's ranked last could really be the number one that was coming in the season. You know what I'm saying? So for me, those numbers don't mean nothing. But right now, I'm seeing a number that I can't even
Listen,
understand.
Brooklyn is the favorite. I've called it the
They,
moment they drafted.
I hear they are the super team.
The moment they got James Harden, I said they locked in the championship. It's almost like the first guaranteed I've ever seen in basketball.
Yeah.
Because even when you go back to LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, there were still questions there. To me, I've seen James Harden play enough. I've seen Kyrie play enough to know, and I know KD's attitude because of how he played with Steph Curry, that they can work together.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Give me the idea of how basketball players cannot gel together, especially if they're great.
Because of their style of play. That's normally how it is, or the person's personal attitude.
Yeah.
So certain styles of play don't really match up. So people said James Harden and Kyrie couldn't work because they both need the ball.
Yeah.
But that was according to Houston, James Harden.
Okay.
People tended to forget the OKC James Harden, who played with Westbrook.
Yeah.
a guy who has the ball in his hands all the time.
Wasn't Durant
And
on there
KD.
at the same time?
Yeah, and KD.
Oh shit.
And he was leading that team in assists
Yeah.
off the bench. People forgot that about James Harden.
Yeah.
But what happened? The moment he became on the Brooklyn Nets, the dude averaged a triple-double for the season.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, how do you feel about basketball, Jose?
Personally, I just feel like whoever has a better attitude, more of going in it, like with the mindset that they're going to win it no matter what, they're most likely going to come out top most of the
Yeah.
time.
So are you a Knicks fan just like your pops?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He had no choice.
Ah! You had no choice.
Him and his siblings have no choice. I didn't care about any other sport. You could follow, do whatever the hell you want, but you will be. You came out of my loin. You came out of my jewels. You are a Knick fan. Just like I told my daughter. I was like, look, whatever nigga you end up marrying, whatever the case may be, I don't care what the hell team he got. That's the one fight in your relationship he's never going to change.
Do you ever fear yourself going to the dark side just to mess with your pops?
No, not at all.
He
knows.
said, not having that, not going
He
there.
knows there's a lot of things I would accept him messing with me with. That
Yeah.
is not one of them. This one to get you. But speaking of my Knicks, Randall, he got awarded the most improved player in the NBA today, which was a well-deserved, well-earned
Well, I feel
Title.
like it was good after that loss. So they got something, to I think motivate them, right?
I don't think they needed the motivation.
Okay. I mean, that was a tight game when
Trey Young, I think, fucked himself over
how so?
because he was talking
Trey Young,
shit.
Trey Young. I hope you're listening.
The
I hope
one
you're
team
listening.
Listen, if this was the Melo Knicks, I would have never even said that line. That Knicks team was completely different. This Knicks team is playing like a New York team. It is playing defense first.
All
It
my
is
Knicks
playing
fans, you hear that?
Physical is playing
Come,
gritty.
you guys on the comeback.
You know what I'm saying? They're playing like they play in the street. They're playing like they played in Rucker Park and West 4th. You know what I'm saying? Beach in the sun on fucking Orchard Beach.
Yeah.
So when you talk shit to a team that plays like that,
Yeah.
in the playoffs, the series is never the same for that player. Unless they're
So
Michael
Trey
Jordan
Young
or
was talking.
Kobe.
He was talking trash.
Yeah, he's telling the crowd, shh, quiet down, relax. But the Knicks lost by 2.
Yeah.
And they were kind of losing by fucking like 16 points.
They lost by 2 and 2. Yeah, I know, it was crazy.
So Trey Young's talking all that shit. If you had us by 16, you should have kept us by that.
Boom. You hear that? Boom. Playoffs. I love all the energy. I ain't gonna lie. Any sport can be on and the playoffs are on there. I'm with it. It can be PGA Tour playoffs.
Oof,
I,
no, hell
you
no.
know what I'm saying?
I ain't watching no
I love that. Well, I didn't say I was gonna watch it, but I love the energy.
Well, energy. Everybody's quiet.
You know what I'm saying? Not in the bars, man. You got to be quiet on the field when you're in the bar
All
watching
right,
something.
you
But I'm
going-
not
you
saying
going to
that golf.
bars.
I'm not gonna say golf was a real good strong example. Like I'm gonna say it right here. Okay, a real strong example. I'm gonna say NHL because I'm not a hockey fan.
Okay,
but
yeah.
when those playoffs come on, it is real.
Okay, so I've never been the one who can really watch something that I'm not into. So when I was younger, I was into baseball, but I wasn't into watching it. So I couldn't watch a game.
Yeah.
As I got older, that changed. I could never get into hockey. Yet, it is probably the most energetic, craziest atmosphere of a game to go watch live.
I feel like the crowd really makes that, especially that they got that plexiglass, bro.
Yo, I've been to Knicks playoff games, and I've said it before. The Garden, when it's a playoff atmosphere, is probably the hardest play to ever play.
Yeah.
Every athlete has said it. I've been to football games. I've been to playoff baseball games. I went to a preseason hockey game, and that energy was crazier than anything else I
Yo,
felt.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm not a baseball person to sit there and watch a baseball game. But I tell you, when I was in that fucking stadium with you guys and all the fans, fuck Altuve, that shit was hilarious. The energy, because everybody said yes. Even the person behind us, he's like, asshole. And that shit rang like an echo. See, that's what, and then look, what I love that we're getting back to live events, man, because a sport ain't nothing. Like watching the UFC during pandemic and just hearing nothing but the slaps. It was good as a person that enjoys the fights because you hear the swap, you hear the, you hear all that. But to hear the crowd after the big hit, boom, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, only not just Joe Rogan, but the fucking crowd, man. Like, I get hype off that shit, man. Like, especially when you got Bruce Buffer hitting it with the fucking intro, bro. Getting everybody hype in the fucking arena, bro.
Smartest man in the world.
You know? But either way, Tommy Kidd, give us a little insight of what you think about the playoffs.
Thank you. No, I'm a Heat fan, so I hope the Heat do well. Renaissance knows that they probably they're probably done.
Who are they going against?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
And Milwaukee's up 2-0, so it's not looking good.
It's finished, and it's to me it was.
Oh, Durant just be clutch.
Milwaukee was probably the best matchup for Miami to face.
Yeah. Wasn't that
and
last year's Eastern Conference?
Yep.
They weren't fucking with y'all this year,
But
were they?
only because one of Miami's main pieces, what's his name, Bam Adebayo.
Yep.
He can guard
Uh-huh.
Greek the Freak.
Yeah.
So they almost cancel each other out. So you don't count their numbers to the total. And then Miami had Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
He made the difference in the game. He made the difference in every series last year. And even this year, coming back from injury, the Heat, the whole season changed.
Okay.
He's disappeared so far.
They're
happened
too
to that guy.
reliant on him. It's Jimmy.
But see, this is the key to me. Milwaukee finally got a lockdown defending guard
Yeah.
in Drew Holiday.
I'll give you that. Yeah. No, I agree.
So
No, yeah, it's-
even if it's 5 possessions a game with him guarding him, that changed the outcome in the total numbers. Because if you go back to those Miami and Milwaukee games last year, those games were within 6 points almost each one.
Yeah, they were close. Miami didn't blow them out or anything.
So if you can stop Jimmy Butler for just 5 of his possessions, you just added the numbers are in your favor.
damn.
Yeah, man. So, but since the Heat, I know aren't gonna make it, I'm rooting for. I really like Denver right now. They're looking real strong. And I don't know. I guess the Knicks just because of the underdogs, and I like a good underdog story. So yeah, probably the Knicks are probably my
The team
favorite.
that was listed to have the worst record. in the
That's what I'm
NBA.
saying. I fuck with that. So probably the Knicks, and then like I said, Denver as well. Because Denver, they just I don't know. They be playing like a team, yeah. Like
They play. They buy. That's a team that brought into the system. They play like the old
Yeah,
school Spurs and all that. Like they brought into the system. Everyone knows their role. They worry about doing their role to 110%.
Yeah.
And they'll get the win, and they lock in.
100%. But no, I'm excited that this is the first year, like y'all said earlier, that the levels really play. Play is really level.
Yeah.
So I don't think any team really has the edge.
The only one, Brooklyn.
Yeah,
That's-
Brooklyn
to me,
just
so that's
off
why I
of
didn't even
talent.
qualify them. That's why I never mentioned them, because to me, they already.
But even them, I don't
Yeah.
see them. I don't know, bro. I don't.
I do.
I don't see it happening, bro.
Listen, I do. To me, when you have 3 players on your team that could drop 60 at any given
Oh,
moment with a good shooting efficiency, that's dangerous.
I know I'm gonna have to watch this.
Who's going to be the Eastern Conference Finals, in your opinion?
I honestly think it's going to be
Milwaukee Nets?
Milwaukee and Nets. No, Philly and Nets.
Ooh.
Only
You think
because
Philly's going to come through.
Ben
like
Simmons.
that?
Ben Simmons to me is he's the make it or break it.
Mm.
And only because, like the same advantage Miami had last year, Simmons to me should probably have won Defensive Player of the Year. So you got your lead point guard technically who can guard 5 positions on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, he changes his Giannis's night.
No, that I hear what you're saying there.
So to me, Philly's in that favor.
Now Philly, it's like it goes back to what we said. It's a very close year. I think it's anybody's year. Anybody can make it through. the thing with Brooklyn is just, you know how I feel about Harden and all of them. It's just, I feel like if the series goes to 6, you know what I'm saying, or game 7 type shit, that
This is the
all
funny
3
thing.
of the
I
motherfuckers do
mentioned
the same
those
thing
3,
every time.
and then you still got Blake Griffin who can drop 30. Easy.
The thing is, I go off of what I've seen in the playoffs in those series in the Eastern Conference and Western Conference for some of those guys, and all 4 of them
Except KD.
Can be
KD
suspect.
still average. KD won Finals MVP twice?
KD's the only one there,
They
and
only need one.
I agree, but I think there's something to where I think that Brooklyn just seems like a time bomb, like it's just waiting to go
I
off
think-
at some point.
I agree with you then, but I don't think it's this season. I think they win, and then they figure it out next year.
I definitely think they have a better shot than I did when during the season.
Oh,
And
fuck.
oh, he's straight.
Fuck, he bit him.
Now it's like the burn, like court burn.
Oh yeah, that
Ooh,
shit.
yeah, that
hurt.
burns, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yo, that shit hurts.
So let's round it out. Jose, tell us how you feeling about the playoffs yourself. If you've been keeping up, if not, tell us.
I haven't really been keeping up.
Trust me, I'm right.
and watching this right now. So far, I actually kind of like it.
Okay. So like as you're seeing it, man, like so you already know, you don't know the knowledge of it, but you already know that the Knicks are gonna take it all.
If anything, yeah.
There you go. Smart answer. Smart answer.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to just have sports and everything opening back up in general.
Hell yeah.
I mean, shouts out to all you maskless guys. Vaccinated. You guys did your
Yes,
part.
people.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and Tommy Kidd.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, you can be out here mask free. You feel me? And yeah, man, everybody, it's definitely an interesting game. You know what I'm saying? So just want to give a shout out to that because it's bringing everybody back outside, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really glad that all these events are coming back. Me personally, man, when I was in that live stadium with people around, man, it felt great. But what else is going on, man? What's going on right now in today's what's big news, man?
Big news. Drama in AT&T, Warner Brothers land.
Okay.
Talks of selling DC, but those talks have been around for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So whether there's any truth to it, we don't know till the fucking shit happens. But the funny thing is, half the time when you hear about these deals, it's already done.
Yeah.
This is the one that's still lingering around. So I really don't think that it is done. I just think that some people aren't happy with the way things are being restructured. So they're letting rumors out or making rumors.
Okay.
To me, that's what's going on there.
Well, no, honestly, just since we have Jose in the building, let's get on to the card game a little bit. Let's get into some knowledge on that with them. I know that you guys will soon have your own little thing called Generations coming soon.
Yes.
Jose, are you excited to be doing this this new what they say craze of unboxing Yu-Gi-Oh cards with your pops and seeing what you guys pull?
I am very excited by it because at a young age, not very young age, more like 6 or 7,
Yeah.
I've gotten interested in Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it's just been going. I'm not really a collector. I just more of actually play the game in the.
Oh, so you
competitive
actually
format.
whoa, hold on now.
So we got
Hold
we got
on now,
two
you-
different sides. I'm the collector and he's the.
So you're in the league?
No. I want to be. That's what my goal is.
Okay, so what we got to do to get you in the league, man? So we can COA will sponsor you, man.
Well,
Well,
it's not really something.
He's
that
not.
other
I'm not
people-
lying though. You know that.
It's definitely not.
It's
But
not really.
the problem is things haven't opened up in that sense completely. I think the first tournament that's finally going to start opening up is in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the first one since this whole Corona shit. So I think now with the possibilities of things opening up and all that, we can definitely look into it more.
So what's it take? You go to different like comic shops and like get their gym badge. Tell me how it works, man.
Gotta get
I mean,
them
I've been out of the game for a while. I'm just like your pops here. I'm more of a collector. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did play, you know, until I got for a Toon Summon Skull. I'll never forget it. Okay, I
We
was,
know who you are.
you know, as a, you know,
Traumatized
for me, you know, for me, I was an innocent person going into the card game. I didn't know it was ruthless and there's nothing but like these savages that will just rip you off until your friends tell you got ripped off. They make it sound like a good deal. Hey, look, I'm gonna give you all these cards for that one card. You know, as a simple person, as a person who collects, I'm not, you know, hey, shit, 12-1. That's a win all the day. Come to find out, as a loss of the day, I was owed more cards for that.
Yeah, so this is like the one thing that me and him have always had in common. As you can see, he's not into sports. I am. We're both into cartoons, but he was into Ben 10, even though I was fine with his favorite character, Spider-Man. I'm Batman.
But tell me,
So
what boxes do you guys got holding right now?
Right now we have.
You guys got some rare boxes that nobody can get their hands on right
we
now?
have
Talk
about
to
6
me.
boxes of Ghost of Future Past locked in that, you know, hopefully we can pull a Ghost Rare. The ratios of the Ghost Rares are completely inconsistent right now.
Okay.
You can pull out 2 Ghost Rares in one
Ghost
mini
Rare's
box.
holographics, guys,
It's they're new forms of holographic. That's
aka holographic 2.0. You know what I
It's
mean?
actually kind of cool because it still got that hollow effect, but it got like a faded gray.
Yo, 3.0, they're gonna start talking back to you.
I got a few cases of Maximum Gold, who it's its own series that gets issued probably every year, where you can pull out Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, and what was the other one? Summon Skull.
But so the viewers can understand the rarity of it. Tell them what a box costs and tell them what the box could resell for.
Oh, well, when the mini box of Ghost of Future Past first came out, the mini box was
Listen up,
$30.
guys. Listen to this.
it was $30.
$30.
Now, to get just a mini box, one little mini box with 5 little things in there, last I checked was about $450.
Look at that. Look at that. That went up 445%.
But that's just because of the inconsistency of the Ghost Rares. Because they can't lock down a ratio, just one of those mini boxes could contain 2 Ghost Rares. Dark Magician, last I seen, was going for $900.
That's a card.
Exactly. So that's where you get those numbers from.
How long has this been going on?
Well, Corona
Because-
is really what uplifted the card market.
Because
all over
I know that, because I understand the card market is just, you know, you got picking up cards and you're looking for it.
Yeah.
But now it's a thing to where you guys they're actually live streaming
Open
them
boxing.
pulling it.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, look, this is what I got for sale, eBay. Like, I'm going to show you, right? And then I'm going to see, we're all going to have the same reaction when I pull it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is great. I mean, it is one of those things that makes me be like, damn, I should have kept my cards. You know what I'm saying? I could have, if I would have kept them originals, I could have, you know, I could have made it look. I think they would have been worn torn, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really take care of my things like that.
Nah, I never.
They would have been in like 70%. I'm not gonna say all mint.
So when I first started with Yu-Gi-Oh, it was an addiction for me.
Yeah.
I mean, a real
Chee.
addiction. Both his mother can attest to. We're talking about like in the infancy of eBay.
Fucking eBay
so
before the prequel.
When that shit first came out, you could find all kind of Yu-Gi-Oh cards there for it. And I was in it. I was in it. So I've always been a collector, but I used to joke on him always watching these people play games on YouTube. Like, why are you watching someone else play the game you could be playing?
Yeah.
Because I already had it in the house. But he would play one game while watching a different game.
Yeah.
Made no sense to me at all. And then I seen, this was probably 5-6 months ago when we first started talking about this.
Yes, we did. Maybe
I
even
get-
more.
I-
Maybe more back.
Maybe a little bit more. Probably in 9 months.
Yeah.
I see this dude start opening up these Pokemon cards. Shout out to Leonhardt on YouTube.
Leon Hart, shouts out, man.
I just got hooked, and then I went from there. I YouTube Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's it.
The rabbit hole began.
I was done. I was locked in. I know every card's coming out for the next year. I know the prices of them. I know everything.
Don't you love an addiction? Don't you love an addiction?
No, because it's costly.
Yes, it is. Don't you love it?
However, in this case, it can be more profitable because right now those Ghost of Future Past
Yeah.
boxes, I could not open them, hold them, wait them
Yeah.
for like 6 months, and my price more than fucking
Yeah.
quadrupled.
That would be good, man. So tell me, Jose, what is your prized possession card that you have pulled?
Currently, what I have pulled, I'd say probably. Actually, it's kind of a hard one because I pulled some decent ones.
Which is your favorite that you pulled though?
Yeah.
My favorite, probably an Elemental Hero Neos from a booster pack. I forgot what the booster pack name was, but I
Yeah.
was very happy when I first pulled that because I was a huge Hero fan at the time.
Gotcha.
That's right after Yugi, and that goes into Yu-Gi-Oh. What was it? Yugi GX, I think it was.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
How about you, Renaissance?
Favorite card ever pulled? It's actually also my favorite character, Dark Magician.
Dark
And
Magician.
I'm going back to Legend of Blue Eyes when this all started.
Mine's was a Toon Summoned Skull. I'll never forget the corner store. It was right here in the K. Shouts out to Simi right there with Sonico. You know what I'm saying? I went over there. Grandma gave me some change. Got me a little thing. That's when the Toon World came out. And, you know, it's funny. I got the Toon Mermaid chick, whatever her name was. You know what I'm saying? I had Toon Land. And then all of a sudden in this little pack, you know, last card, Toon Summoned Skull. And I just watched the episode. And I'm like, yo, this is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, you know, I tell somebody I got Toon Summoned Skull. Then I should have known. With those devil's eyes that just raised up and like, oh, really now? How much do you know about Yu-Gi-Oh?
All right, so let me put this proposition for you. About a year ago, they reissued the Toon cards in a deck called.
Don't tell me how much it would if I
Toon
cost if I
Chaos.
would have kept that card. Don't tell me,
Toon
please.
Chaos. No, I'm not going to tell you that because I
Because-
don't know the actual price of that
'Cause
original
I would
card,
wheel
but
kick you right now.
that would have been no, I can't remember what deck that was, but that's the original 11. The original 11
Yeah.
packs right now, just the pack, they're charging you more than $500, almost $1,000,
Damn.
just for a single pack.
That's
so,
mine.
if you had that card, it's going to be worth regardless. But I say you get a box, I get a box, and we try to get your card again.
I'll say no. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not on the search because I really want to find dude. It's not even like I would, these hands are waiting on him. I was just, you know,
you number one on that list.
Nigga,
I'm going to get you.
you lucky. You better hope I don't have a genie that pops up and said, "What's your wish?" Someone said, "First one, I would like to be where the dude who took my summoned skull away."
Oh, and just to let y'all know, any kind of list we put you on carries on to the next generation. So anyone who's on my list, if I don't get you, my son will. Or my daughter, who's a lot crazier than he is and more like me in that sense. He's nice, but he'll still get you.
Seems like you got a hit list, buddy.
But you're still good. I don't plan to die in anytime soon, so you don't inherit that list yet. It's either I die or in a wheelchair. That's any one of those happen, you get the list.
You know, let's 12, man. What was the question? What big superstar
Well, not even
reached?
superstar. It didn't have
Icon?
to be a superstar. Basically, icon. Anyone who fundamentally changed any kind of culture.
Changed any type of culture.
Yeah.
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Me, I have so many. Mine, however, will always be, basketball oriented. But I'm going to give you two. Only because one is personal to me.
okay,
And then the other one to me is the one that had a bigger impact.
all right,
Okay. The first one will be Magic Johnson.
okay,
Only because he went through the whole HIV thing. He was upfront about it from the beginning and all that. And that was personal to me because my favorite uncle died of that disease.
yeah,
So when he came out with it and my uncle's literally going through it, that was impactful to me. So to me, he will always be there for me. But that wasn't worldwide, even though it was. The second one to me is Kobe.
Okay.
And I believe he was more impactful than Jordan. Because Kobe was the face of the league in the moment that, social media and everything started blowing up. When computers were literally in every household and on smartphones. He was the face of the NBA. But not only that, like just his business mind to me outside of basketball was probably bigger than anyone else's in basketball. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about men who won awards outside of this, who had plans. He has institute just for female basketball players.
Yeah.
But the way he changed the league. He held on to an era that a lot of people were shying away from.
Yeah. Okay.
But the way he encouraged the youth in the league, you know what I'm saying? He pushed LeBron to his limits, but the moment the whistle blew, he put an arm around his shoulder.
Yeah.
Same thing with Melo. It's, to me, that mentoring, the teaching aspect of an art to help it carry on is never ending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Jordan, he literally passed the torch to Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe passed it to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Now who we're going to go to?
Yeah.
Who have you seen LeBron put his arm around?
Arm around as in what?
Like mentor.
A mentor?
That's what I'm saying. Like
LeBron clone number 2.
his son. See, but even that's not
No, his legit clone that he has in the hyperbarical chamber.
I thought you was talking about Bronny James.
Oh no, Bronny James. No, he's his own organism. He's
that boy. I seen some of when he went to Sierra Canyon. Probably the best high school basketball team. They got on Hulu. No, not Hulu. On Amazon Prime, they got like the recording of them traveling the world just to be the best high school team. Bronny got some skills.
Oh no, man! I have a feeling that James will be there long enough to play in the same time as his jet.
I do too, but see, he's not really. It's passing the torch to his son, but to me, that's a personal thing in the household. That's not really NBA wise. But NBA wise, I really don't see LeBron putting his arm around anyone, other than his actual teammates.
Yeah,
his actual teammates, he ride or dies for. I'll give him that. And the people he came into the league with.
Yeah.
But as far as any young talent, I've never seen him brace.
I think it's one of the. I think
anyone.
for his thing, it's just like just watch and learn, watch and learn.
But that's not how the NBA works.
Oh well.
You literally had. I can go back the last 60 years, and I can point from decade to decade who it transitioned from. Till now. And every person it transitioned from, you see them literally have to take the reins from the previous one because they were mentored.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the only one it didn't happen to was Magic Johnson and Jordan.
Yeah.
It didn't get to happen in the league because Magic Johnson went out a year too soon with the HIV thing.
Yeah.
But that same summer, he still qualified to be able to play for Team USA. Which is the
Team USA Olympics are this year. Watch out, guys.
That's where he literally fought the reins from Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan said, "No, this is my league," and took it from him.
Jordan was fucking nasty. Yep. And you could tell by the shoes you wear. You're a Jordan head.
Still making gazillions off the same sneakers.
You can't even say the words for how much
30 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? But okay, it took a little hard because to think of an icon for me in general. One that I really looked up to. I think, I have to, there's two of them. One is music-based, and my other guy, he really showed what a foreigner can do if you really have the mindset. And I'm going to go with Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger, man, bro. His story is it's one of those things that he couldn't have written up any better, man. Like, this man has touched, bro, so many people just by the movies alone, and this guy could not talk for nothing. Yeah. This guy comes from a foreign place over there in what was it? Austria.
Austria. Yeah.
This guy was a bodybuilder. This guy was a bodybuilder. And how you tell me, as the timeline goes for this guy ends up being one of the biggest action stars. This guy ends up being a governor of California that he's not born from. He's not born from this place, but he became a governor of California. And this guy has inspired many of the masses. I mean, there isn't a time where you don't think of Arnold and if you went through life saying that, even when you want to like you want to just be, like that is something like Kobe. Mad people when they shoot in that trash, Kobe. Like Arnold has that. Get down, get to the chopper.
I will say this: these newer generations, they're not gonna know what we got to experience with those 90 action.
Oh
stars.
no, because they have theirs. No, they have their own.
True, but it's not so much impactful because a lot of the movies nowadays rely on CGI, and back then there was a lot of
you really had
how
to.
much the actor delivered.
And the thing too, and I loved how Arnold progressed. He didn't stay in one lane. Like he literally, as he started going up the ranks, you seen him getting better with the businesses and being out there talking. I mean, when he was a governor, I felt like this guy's in the boardroom talking, and I can imagine like he could be sitting there. It's like, yeah, what are you gonna do about the water? What are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do? But and then second, Freddie Mercury, man. Freddie Mercury, man.
Lead singer of Queen.
Yes, lead singer Queen, man. What can I say about this guy, man? This guy had such a unique voice. For being a opera-driven, singer, and to come out as one of the top rock legends to this day. I mean,
I can't even. Don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
I can't qualify him as a rock legend. To me, he's just a legend.
boom.
I can't put him in a single category.
That is true, but we wanna, if we were to say it, just legend in general, like you said. But you had this guy that has such a unique voice, and what brought real truth to me and what I appreciate him as a person, as a singer, like he was always wholesome. And this guy was living in secret all the times because he didn't want to disappoint his fans.
Mm-hmm.
And he's touched so many sports. Like he has the ultimate sports song.
What?
The ultimate sports song. He went out of his way as a musician and says, yo, I want to make a song that gets the people involved.
Mm-hmm.
He thought about the people. It wasn't about making the money. It's like, I want the people to enjoy their time with me. I want them to be involved. And then the greatest song came out. We will. And I heard it from the Mighty Ducks.
Yep.
That's where I first heard it. But I heard the other way. I paid my dues time after time.
Yeah,
It was it's giving me chills just thinking about it and just going through that song, like, and then like the collaboration with him and David Bowie, Under Pressure. Like that, like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ooh.
Like to touch Wayne's World. Like I think it even helped when that song was in Wayne's World. I think that took it to a whole nother level because the way they were reacting in the car, I never really see, like, I understand, like, when I seen that, I think that's why I jam out so hard in the car, just because of Wayne's World and Bohemian Rhapsody, man.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
And then, that you're stopped at a stoplight, you're like, just look normal, and then you're back on it. But Freddie Mercury, man, Queen, man, shouts out, man. Those are my top two. I mean, there's so many other ones, man, that, we can just,
But
it can go all
Freddie
day.
Mercury has been like so many artists, so many athletes have given credit to him for so much shit. So
And fun fact, once he really started making the money, he had the option to fix his teeth because he had a severe overbite. His teeth was out, but he knew that if you were to get that reconstructed, he would
change
never
his voice.
sound the same.
yeah.
So he dealt with that, man, and that's solid to the core, man. Solid to the
Shout
core.
out to the movie Bohemian Rhapsody.
You haven't gone and seen that scene. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had time to go see
main
it.
Actor, what's his name?
The guy from Mr. Robot.
Yeah, him.
Him Salak. Mim Malak.
Yeah.
Rami. There it is.
Rami Malek. There you
See,
go.
I had it all backwards. You know what I'm saying?
He's, to me, he embodied Freddie Mercury.
So you hearing this from the older gen. Let's get into the new gen. Jose, what is right now? Just like us, we had our idols. Like right now, who do you feel in your that you can come up with a name? Give me a name that you feel like right now is a big icon in your time. If I can say that, if I'm saying that correctly.
So other people, they might say popular singers, but for me,
Yeah.
it's more of just not really anyone popular, because for me, I like keep to myself. I stay personal.
Yeah.
So instead of it being someone famous, it's more of just like family, friends, everyone I know
Okay.
that make a change for the better.
All right. Do you have an example?
Let's see. Well, I mean, not really, because
Yeah,
everyone I know, they do good.
Yeah.
See, my son, he's very much a homebody.
Mm.
Not only that, he doesn't follow movies. He follows them in the sense that he would enjoy a movie, but it's not like me, you, Tommy Kid, that we go in depth and go crazy
Yeah.
and we know when the next movie's dropping, whatever.
Yeah.
If he doesn't see the commercial, he doesn't know when it's coming out.
Trailers.
You know what I'm saying? When I was living up in New York, I would tell him, "Oh, I already got the tickets to next month's movie. Don't worry about it." And he'd be like, "What movie?"
Yeah, I got a topic for I got a topic for next week. It's gonna be good.
You know what I'm saying? So, he's very much a homebody. He stays to himself. He stays into his own games, whether it's virtual, whatever. So he doesn't follow any famous people
Yeah.
or none of that.
Be
He
thankful.
doesn't
man.
have social
Be
media.
thankful.
How many Gen Zs you know can say that right now?
Not a lot. You know,
Mhm.
10%.
Yeah.
That's your 10%.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. He's
No,
my 10%, but that's his 90%.
that 10%, it gets shared either way.
But he's a lot like me when there was a certain time in my youth when I was a lot like him instead to myself.
Yeah,
So I totally understand where he comes from with that.
that's good, man. I can
So to
definitely
him,
dig that.
He just looks up to family and who's doing the right shit.
How about Tommy Kid, man? So we can round this out. Who you got, man? Who you got? Talk to me.
I got two as well. I tried to pick two different ones, but I got like Steve Jobs.
Woo!
You know,
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, you know,
You
man.
already know. You already know. Talk to him, Tommy.
He had such a big impact. I think he definitely changed our culture. You know, with the iPhones and stuff like that.
He changed life.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, man, he changed everything.
Don't forget. He had a little push with the psychedelics on coming up with.
Oh
what he
yeah, on his
did.
little
Oh,
break.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
like that right there, he already got my.
Nah, yeah, man. He just really, like I said, I don't think any other person in technology has really impacted society as a whole. Like, there's been inventions, you know, that have changed the way we do things before, but like the iPhone, I think, completely changed from a social level, from a way we consume things, the way we everything, bro. Like, almost every aspect of our lives were changed from that.
See, to
And-
me, I would add Bill Gates in there, but to me, Bill Gates is the business side of
Yeah.
that coin. You're right.
But I
in the
gotta
sense
give it
that
to you. I gotta give it to
Steve
you,
Jobs
Tommy
is-
Kid. People will go broke for an Apple phone.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro.
like
That's
people crave it like
See,
zombies.
But what I loved about him, to me, his greatest quality was knowing what people would want before they wanted it.
Yep.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying too. Like, not even just the technology itself, but the marketing. And I know it was a team of people, not just Steve
Nah,
Jobs.
but he figured
But
he was in
he was
every
one of the
phone
head
call.
people in leading that movement, and that every company now, at least you know
Tries
that
to model.
they try to model that Apple formula of making it, you know, look nice. The presentation, like, bro, look at the freaking Microsoft store. It's the exact
Yeah.
same thing as the Apple store.
Yo,
just with
shouts
Microsoft.
out, shouts
You
out
know
to
what I'm
the
saying?
shouts out to the old school iPhone users for one and through the
Yeah.
1 through what,
Yeah,
1
yeah.
through 5, the bricks.
Yeah, well, listen, I've had since the first iPhone. That was
Boom.
literally like the phone was legit $500 no matter what. You wasn't
Yeah,
getting no
yeah.
discount nowhere. So this is $500 in like 2009, 2008,
Bam.
and
Yeah,
it was straight. You had to pay it up front. There was no
Payment plan or
installment
nothing.
plans, none of that shit. If you ain't got that
Installment
500
plans
cash,
came in the future when they knew they needed to get it off, but
Exactly.
Yeah, man. But you know, it was straight up. I think it was like 500 gigs or some shit like that. There was no variations.
Yeah.
Look, the
It
thing
was
that threw me
metal.
off with the iPhones, you couldn't open the back. It was that.
Yeah, bro.
There was no change in battery. There was none of that. Like the iPhone, if that shit crapped out the second day, you fucked.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's-
but back then you was getting a brand new phone.
yeah, they used to. If you had any problems, I
All you
remember
had to do was go
with
to
my
Apple
first
Store,
phone. You just
go
go
like
in.
this,
Yeah.
and then you're literally
You,
walking
you walk
with
out with a
another
brand new one, brand new. I remember people used to go just to get new ones.
Yep.
They just turn
one.
their
Oh,
own.
it got a little scratch on the screen.
Yep.
Let me go to Apple tomorrow.
They did that for a couple of years too. It wasn't like a short period. They did it for a
wasn't
while.
until
Yeah.
the iPhone 4.
Yeah, no, it was right after because my first one was the 3, and I remember that whole 3 series. If anything
Yeah,
happened,
so-
up, take it in, get a new
Yeah.
one,
It
boom.
was
They
the
didn't ask
3
no
and the
questions.
3G, and
nothing.
that was the worst one because it was plastic.
Bro,
It used to crack and
that
break
shit,
like
it was
this.
crazy, bro. I thought it was cool because I was like, yo, I got an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? But looking back, I'm like, yo, that thing was fucking garbage.
I will say this: my son right here, and
Talk
my
to us.
daughter. My daughter has ran through iPhones since she's got one.
Well,
since
I
she
think
was
they're
12.
easy to run through. You
Yeah.
know? That's part of the business
him.
plan, bro.
Not him. They lose money with him.
Oh, he's like me, then. He's
He has
like
an
me.
iPhone 8, right? It's right
7,
behind me.
baby, right? Yeah,
He
yeah.
has the 8. I brought it 3 years ago. The boy doesn't even have a scratch on the phone. It's never been traded in. It's never been nothing. The shit is brand spanking new. His phone is in better condition than mine, and I got my phone like 4 months ago.
Madness, right?
Smart, bro. Smart. That's a good habit to have. That's a good habit
good.
to have.
But
And then my last one,
Yeah.
real quick, is I was gonna say Michael Jackson, but that's kind of I think everybody.
I think that's why I'm like
beat over the
we
head.
have to get someone other than Mike Jack because Mike Jack, God.
Yeah, no. So I was gonna say him, but then my second obvious in music would be Kanye. Kanye, I think, because Kanye, the thing with him is he's another one, just like Steve Jobs, where like society has been definitely music as a whole, fashion, you know, all sorts of things have been impacted directly from the shit he's doing, and I mean, there's a whole new wave of art, like hip hop changed.
Yeah.
You know, literally because of him, and you could
Yeah,
argue because of
yeah, it
him.
did. It
And
definitely did.
it's one of those things where he's just the fact that just as many people hate him that love him, and he still is like his shoes are selling
I
out.
don't
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
His fashion. I would never.
His
get it.
his old stuff not as much, but the new
Yeah.
stuff, bro, I get it because
Nah,
like
I
bro,
don't.
it's
Listen,
plain
those
colors with
fucking
like
shoes.
it's real simple, bro.
Oh, the shoes.
My nigga, the shoes look like if you put a milk carton in the microwave, turned it on for a minute, took it out.
But
and
he
put it on
showed
your feet.
what a name can do, man.
Yeah, bro.
It could have been a used Bounty a paper towel wrapped up in yarn and fucking bun, and I would have sold because
Bro, that's the thing. They're weird shoes, but they sell out every
No,
time.
I fucking get it.
Bro, man. But that's the thing. That's my point. Is that people hate him. He doesn't even make normal music
Yep.
anymore. He
They
makes
hate
like
him 'cause
gospel
they
music.
want him.
So
They want to be him. That's all that hate it is.
bro, it's one of those things. I think he is just. I think we're gonna look back, in 20, 30 years, and he's gonna be in the same level as the Beatles, Michael.
To me,
you know
I don't
that
even
type
think
of
you
thing.
got to go that far. To me, he's already.
I
at that
same.
level.
I agree, but I think the society will be like, yo, because there's still a bunch
To
of people
me,
that are like, yo, he's
especially
an
in
asshole.
music or even in sports, if you literally change the whole thing you're working in,
Yeah.
you were impactful.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
man.
He legit changed all of music.
Well, bro, and like I said, the fashion thing too. Like you just, it's not like he just. A lot of guys jump into an industry and yeah, they contribute. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, but this dude, like, literally, I've never seen a guy jump into an industry that he really wasn't in before, and he took over. Like to the point where like he sets the trends, just like he does in music. So it's
Everything he does.
he said, bro, if he's rocking it within 2 months, everybody's rocking.
Like-
You
like,
know?
come on.
The only one I would say
President
that stands out
Kanye,
is
man.
Drake. He stands out from that.
President
Who?
Kanye.
Drake.
Well, him and Drake got beef.
No, I know, but I just mean in the sense that Drake is gonna do his music his way.
Yeah.
But bro,
You know what I'm saying?
the thing is, Drake is a direct.
Yeah.
He came for no Kanye, no Drake. So it's one of those things where, and I think you can go almost every new artist nowadays. You can go down the line and be like, "Yo, take away Kanye, that's not happening. That art's not happening." So I think that's just it's a big one, and I'm excited, bro, because he been cooking up. So So I'm hyped to see what he does.
We'll see.
So
if it's
I'm
better
gonna.
than some
So
orchestra shit.
there's one slight another one that I feel, and it's gonna go into our next week episode as we wrap this up. Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah,
Bruce Lee.
Okay.
The guy was dynamic. The guy, I think, if he encouraged anyone who wanted to fight for the good people, this guy came in the industry and showed that, like, again, another foreigner can come and be successful. And it's good to see that his dreams are still being appreciated now too.
Yeah.
But for next week's podcast, our
What we
topic,
got? What we got?
I want your best martial artist, Bruce Lee not included.
Okay.
I want your.
So we're talking martial arts next week.
We're talking about martial arts. Well, as everybody in a whole, we know about martial arts movies, so it can be real martial arts movies. We're going to come in here. We're going to give you your top person that you love to watch and that least person that you hated to watch. But goddamn, it was a martial arts movie and you watched it. I already have one.
I do too. I know the one. It's a double-edged sword.
You know what I'm saying?
He would be my worst one.
Yeah, man. But it's going to be all martial arts for a little debate. You know what I'm saying?
That works.
We're going to get into the Shaolins.
It's
You know what I'm
exciting,
saying?
yeah. It's exciting.
So let me round this out. Let me go first. You already know who it is. This is Nabu Flynn, the psychedelic cowboy, prince of the dark abyss, the psychedelic abstract, man of many names. I know. Just want to give a shout out to Soul Avila's Customs. This is their custom Nabu Flynn wear. I know you see it. You see the cowboy edition, Nabu Flynn cowboy edition. Stay psychedelic, cowboys. You know what I'm saying? You guys can catch me on the IG, Nabu Flynn. Got some big news. June will be a nice, what they say, introductory to phase 2 in the Nabu Flynn, what they say, movement. We're going to be dropping the Dimitri music video in June. Also, we got the Remix with our guest that came last week, Park Ave. All right, shouts out to him. Shouts out to him. All right. And we also got new projects and new singles dropping by yours truly, Nabu Flynn. Also want to give a big shout outs to Blacklist Society, man. They just did a good show. He opened up for Rick Ross, man. COA, you know what I'm saying? Jed Nico. If you guys don't know, check his Instagram. He got his single, My City Beautiful. All right, shouts out. Let's also give a shout out to Logos for being his photographer. He's COA out there representing, man. We are doing big things, man, as a collective, man. COA and Blacklist in general, man. As you can see, man, we have Buy the Ticket podcast. We are stoked. Tommy Kidd, tell him we are stoked for the new music we got coming for you. Like, we've been cooking in the lab.
Oh yeah, bro.
And it's gonna be amazing, man. You guys are gonna love it, man. We're gonna have new merch, new grand ideas, man. And you know where to catch it all on
Pushing borders, baby. Pushing
Here it
borders.
is. Yeah. But you already know, man. You know where to catch me. IG, Facebook, Nabu Flynn. You know where to catch me when you want to hear me talk my shit. YouTube, Buy the Ticket, Buy the Podcast, COA, Conspiracy Awareness. Go ahead, guys. I was rounding it off. I had to go now. I was running out of steam.
All right, well, you know the links, all our follows will all be down there. I'm not going to bother you out with all that.
You at least gotta say your IG. That's the plan. That was in the contract that we never wrote.
It was in the contract, but never. I'm going to let y'all hold on to that, but y'all know what it is. I'll see y'all next week. Renaissance, I'm here with my child, you know.
Boom, boom.
I don't know if he want to say
JR.
I already said he ain't got social media, so you can't follow him on that. And I'm not about to give y'all his
But
phone
you
number.
will see him on the new show, Generations, coming
Yeah.
soon.
And since that will be more in his topics, he will be more vocal and more.
No, he did good, man. He didn't do too bad.
Yeah, I know he didn't do bad. He talked when he needed to, but since it wasn't the topic, that was
I mean, I think we when we get into discussion, we get into discussion. So he did his best to not involve. You know what I'm saying? Until it was
you gotta
time.
let the Titans go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Finish this off, Tommy Kidd.
Have a good week, everyone.
Also, Tommy Kid, you just dropped a new beat pack, right?
Oh yeah, man.
No.
It's a little beat tape on my
There
IG
you go.
and SoundCloud if you want to go listen.
Follow that shit down
like
there.
it.
You
Let's
heard
get
that?
follow
Napoleon
that shit,
Dynamite
man.
and all that.
Tommy Kid be acting like
Yeah.
coy sometimes. No, nothing going
Tommy
on.
Kid.
Nothing serious, you know.
But he
nothing
does have
serious.
beats out there for any fellow artist
Hell
that
yeah.
wants to get down on the track. My guy will supply you with what you need, man.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, man.
That Tommy Kid music, man.
Oh,
Check him
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
You-
no.
Hey, and if you want to take a preview of his stuff, catch Steakhouse Vibes Volume 1. The anniversary was last Saturday,
Yeah.
guys. A year in, man. A year in, right? From this whole
the
movement,
journey.
COA. We've been
Yeah.
doing this for 10 years, but the real big movement started last year, bro. You know what I'm saying? The push. And then Psychedelic Cowboy, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget about those. Those are all still streaming on all platforms. Man, it's great to just ring that off, huh?
Yeah. But like in,
All right, guys, until next week, peace and blessings. And you know it. Shut up, Baba!